qualifying 6. The target time, 2:28.7. On board with Rob Huff. So much success here on the gear circuit at Macau. You can't really explain exactly what the secret is to going well around the gear circuit. He loves the place, absolutely adores it, just feels at one with the circuit, and has come up with that quote, that wonderful quote: if he's still got intact wing mirrors at the end of a session, then he hasn't been trying hard enough.
Paul Poon at the escape road at Lisboa. So another of the drivers to qualify through TCR Asia last week. Paul Poon off the road. He was also done for speeding in the pit lane the other day, wasn't he? So Paul Poon in strife, and he's at the escape road. 350 euros he had to cough up, but let's see if he can get himself back in line. So second run underway then now. Mikael Ashkana heading to the end of the first sector. Is it going to be green? Is it going to be purple? It is neither, so he's down on time, and then there's going to be a yellow at Lisboa. So this second run, I think, is going to be wasted by the drivers that are trying to push.
It's going to be compromised, isn't it? So Ashkana is top of the times, the target time of 2:28.7. Mikkelits with a 2:28.753. So just 0.04 of a second slower is Mikkelits. Marchinquois is third. Half a second is the gap. And Jan Lachey is fourth. Where is Rob Huff at the moment, you may well ask? Certainly his family will be asking, because they were watching the live stream yesterday.
Sixth is the answer. And in the top 12, which is the important part. This in replay is going straight on Fred Vervish, again at Lisboa, but he's able to wrestle the Comte Audi around the corner. And was that Rob Huff?
I think it was.
I think there's something on the road there, because to have two of them going off is a bit strange. Rob possibly gauging his braking point against his teammate, so if one's got it wrong, so might the other. But we've had four cars off there now.
We saw that car going off, didn't we, with a lot of smoke coming out the back of it. So I did wonder what the legacy may be.
And then Paul Poon off the road as well, and then that. So anyway, we are still green, and we're not being told about a slippery track at turn 3. This is Mikkelits, who is in sector 4, but if this is a push lap from most people, it's not coming. It's quicker at the start of the session.
So on board with Norbert Mikkelits, who is just 0.04 of a second behind Ashkana, who has just gone overall best in sector 4. So Mikael Ashkana with a 33.5 in sector 4. One more sector to go, and as they head down to the completion of the lap, this is Norbert Mikkelits with the little puff of smoke. It's a bit of a trademark puff of smoke that we see from the back of those cars. Nothing to worry about, because the cars continue on at a pace.
Right, so Ashkan is heading up towards the timing line, watched by the Hyundai engineers. It's a Hyundai 1-2 at the moment. That lap is slower, and so is Mikkelits, so they're still in the same order. Ashkan ahead of Norby, but then Mark Wing Ha is third, and Mark Wing Ha is the driver upholding Lincoln Co honour ahead of Lachey, and Rob Huff is only 6th at the moment. But again, at the moment, this isn't determining the first 6 rows of the grid. It is row 7 and back, but the rest are just trying to get into Q2, and we're 12 minutes off that.
Yep, no need to pull the pin exactly at this point, but make no mistake, they will be doing so as the qualifying session goes on. This is the qualifying session for the Macau Gear Race, the Kumo TCR World Tour event of Macau. They will enjoy 2 races over the course of this weekend. Race 1 tomorrow at 10 to 1 in the afternoon local time, and then 25 to 11 on Grand Prix day here on Sunday.
Jan Lachey has come back into the pit lane, incidentally, so getting out of his second run early, which may be a good thing. Because
the circuit is not quite as good as it should be. Look, there's no personal improvements as you look down the timing screen, so I reckon there is something down there.
Yeah, I don't think it's awful, but it's enough just for the track to lose a little bit of its edge. And also coming in, well, they're going to put another set of tyres on, is the Lincoln Co. there, Ted Björk, who's not really got going yet. Ted is 9th, a bit understated for somebody that's been a race winner this year at the Hungaroring. Jan Lachey coming here on the back of a Bathurst win.
Which isn't bad for the CV, is
well,
it?
no, indeed. He also won at Spa, so, you know, daunting circuits, he goes well. factor that into what's going to happen here.
Yeah, we shall wait and see what happens over the course of this weekend. There is no real prediction. This is the first time they've been going competitively around the gear circuit so far. And this day 2 of 4 for the 70th Macau Grand Prix. So we've now got a couple of sectors that are personal best.
Yeah.
One is for Rob Huff in sector 3. Rob Huff with a 31.3 in sector 3 and a 31.1 for Guilherme.
This is Marco Butti.